God.
Okay.
No sign of children in this house.
Okay. What's up, guys? This is our first vlog back after breaking the news that we are going to be traveling the world for a year.
At least a year.
At least a year.
Maybe longer.
Maybe longer.
But we're planning on a year. We've had so many questions. Almost every comment, I would say, has been really nice and really supportive. We haven't really gotten any mean comments.
Nothing has been mean. The only thing has been confusion for some.
I think some people, like we talked about before in the other vlog, everybody has different desires in life. Everyone is different, so everyone has different wants and needs and thoughts about things. And we don't judge other people for, how they want to live their lives. And hopefully people don't judge us for how we want to live our life. Everyone knows what's best for their own family, yes. I think.
Yeah, and I think some people are more risk adverse than others.
Yeah, we're definitely, we like change. I know some people,
and also not scared to leap.
Yeah, I guess some people are kind of scared of change, which is okay. Everyone's different. But we are definitely not scared of change. We're definitely not scared of getting out of our comfort zones. And I know some of the things that people say are so cliche, you grow the most when you step out of your comfort zone. But it really is true. You experience the best kind of life, I think. Yeah. When you step out of your comfort zone, you take risks, you experience new things. That's kind of how we live our life, I guess.
Yes.
So.
But anyway, with all of that in mind, this is the Q&A.
What was that?
That was the intro.
Oh.
Okay, anyway. So we have the top 10 questions that you guys have asked us, and then a bonus question? I don't know. But anyway, 10 questions. Question number 1. What?
There's dinosaurs everywhere in here.
Behind us is all clean. If I pan the camera, you just see a playroom full of toys. But anyway, question number 1. What will you guys be doing with your house and animals?
Yeah, I think this was probably one of the most commonly asked questions. Honestly, though, we're still undecided.
With the house.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of the animals, honestly, too.
Yeah.
So we have been downsizing the animals already, before we took this jump and decided we're going to travel. So some of the animals we are going to rehome to friends and family. Some of them we have already sold. Some of them we will be selling to other small homesteads. And you have to think, a lot of these animals, they're not pets, they're homestead animals. So most of the time people do sell them and we can't look at them like pets.
Yeah, and also all of the animals, their new owners have sent us pictures of how happy they are and dressing them up and stuff.
Yeah.
Will you be homeschooling your children?
Okay, so our oldest 3 are homeschooled anyway. Last year we homeschooled everybody. Our oldest 3 are homeschooled right now, currently. The only ones who are actually in school are Elle and Henry in pre-K and kindergarten. We are going to be pulling them out. I already said to Jake, because they have literally been sick since they started school. I said to Jake, we should just pull them and homeschool them. I think there's benefits to both homeschool and public school. And just with anything in life. And so I really do believe in a lot of the homeschooling, the reasons why people homeschool. We also want to have our kids learn other things that aren't taught in public school.
Well, and also, I've actually been thinking about this recently. Just when I was in public school, you read about all of these places in your textbooks. Yeah. And you see all these pictures about Rome, about all these different places, and I was like, oh my God, our kids are gonna see these things.
Yeah,
firsthand.
Most people will never be or never go to the places that they learn about.
That's real school.
In school. Right now, our older kids, we do a hybrid of we teach them through textbooks, through museums and other educational forms, but they also are doing an online program. So Henry and Elle will also be doing the same sort of system that our oldest three are doing. When we are traveling and when we're doing new things, that is when our family is the happiest. And I think that that's like all you really need to know, is that when your family is the happiest, that's where you have to be, and that's what you have to be doing.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and obviously,
like
a vacation is totally different than traveling. Like, we're going to be living and traveling.
Living,
but
learning.
Yeah, our kids and Jake and myself, like, we thrive kind of on adventure and travel and doing new things, and not just being in like the state of the constant routine of, you know, like, I hear so many moms message me on Instagram and say that they're so tired of their lives, but they just don't know how to change it, and they just don't know how to get out of it. And it's like, don't be afraid to change it then, you know, like, don't be afraid. If you're not happy, find what makes you happy and go for it. Who cares if it's not traditional? Who cares if people say that it's silly or it's crazy? Or find what makes you happy, and if it doesn't hurt other people, then go for it. You know, whatever makes you and your family happy.
The worst that can happen is that this new thing doesn't work out, and then you figure it out.
And I totally understand, like, this might seem privileged, I think, to some people, like, and I totally get that. We are very lucky to be able to even think that we can do something like this. Like, we totally get that, and we're so appreciative that we can travel with our family. You know, but it doesn't have to be traveling the world to change what makes you unhappy. You know, it can be little things in life. So
it's also not to say that we are unhappy.
No, we're not unhappy, but you do find yourself like stuck in these constant, this is what we do, then this, then we come home, and like, you're in such a rush. Like, it's like, really is like that rat race that everyone talks about. And I don't want to be in the rat race. I want to enjoy life, enjoy being with my children. You know, not, you have to come to this activity and then this activity and this activity, and you're not enjoying anything. You're not enjoying being together because it's just so crazy. Like, I want to be together in the stillness,
in the moment,
and be in the moment as a family. Yeah. So
I like that. Okay, we have 8 minutes until we have to go get Henry and Tootie from school. So those were the first two questions. Okay, these next few should be.
Well, I think a good one was the money question. How are we affording this? How are we funding it? We're selling a lot of stuff. Yeah, we've sold a lot of stuff that honestly was from the last house.
Yeah.
And we were not using it. And it was really nice quality stuff. We weren't using it. So.
I mean, if it was up to me, I'd be selling more stuff.
Yeah, so we did sell a lot of stuff, which is like some money.
Yeah, we've been saving for years.
We do have some other investments that are paying off, that we've gotten money from, and we've kind of like cashed out on some of those. So that is one way. And then we do have some other like secret kind of things that we can't really talk about, but we do have some other ways that we're funding this travel.
And then just like collaborations and
I mean, like some like small amounts on Instagram and YouTube and stuff.
But every dollar matters.
Yeah, but mostly it's the fact that we have been saving for traveling. We have
for something like this. We
weren't
ever sure if this was going to happen the way it is.
Yeah.
But the fact that it is the reason why we were doing it. Okay, will you be traveling by car, RV, or plane? Okay, not the RV, not a car, but a van. So by plane, yes, because obviously we are flying. Oh, should we say where we're going first so this makes sense?
Sure.
So that was actually a question too. Where are you guys going? We will tell you guys where we're starting to go, and then
I had a bunch of people say like, "What's your itinerary?"
So we're not going to reveal the entire plan up front, but we will say where we are going first, and that is England.
Yeah, so
They're going
we
to England
are,
first.
when we say we're traveling the world, someone had said to me, like, traveling the world, like, what do you mean? Are you talking about, like, are you going to the United States? Like, where are you going?
World.
We're traveling the world.
The world.
So basically, if you can think of all the continents, most of the continents we're going to go to.
Who knows, by the end, it might be all, well, I mean, okay, not Antarctica.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Henry would love that.
Yeah. But, so we're starting our adventure in England. The main reason for that is actually your family.
Yeah, so my family all lives in England, and
Mom's side.
Yeah, and so they haven't met the quads yet, and so we really want to take the babies there and take all the other kids there, obviously, and spend some time with my gram. That's really important to me. Again, like, life is so short, and you just never know how much time you have, and so I want to, once a year, seeing my gram and my family for a week is not enough for me. So I want to go and spend some quality time with everybody and some really, quality time with my gram. And this is like a perfect way that we can do that. So we're starting in England, and then we are doing Europe.
Yeah.
So we're starting in England and Europe.
Well, I mean, really.
But how are we getting around? Should we tell them our genius idea?
Well, first. So a hint as far as where else we're going is that many comments asked, "Are you going to this place? Are you going to that place?" The answer is probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, so how are we getting around once we get to these places? Once we get to England, so we are actually shipping. I'll actually let Maxine do like the details, but we're shipping our van,
our trusty van,
to our 15-passenger Ford Transit
is cool.
to England. We may be an American eyesore over there in Europe, but
especially on some of the small roads. Like I've been to England a bunch of times, and we've traveled to other European countries, and
some
the roads,
turns.
as I'm sure our followers who live in Europe, they're so tiny. And so I told Jake he's probably gonna have to like drop us, me and the kids, at the top of the street and like go find parking in half of these towns. But the thing is that we have to have a car if we're gonna be in Europe for such a long time. So we need to have a car, and looking at renting the vans there's hardly any, and they're like $6,000 a month to rent
cheaper
a van
to ship it.
Yeah,
Cheaper
and so we're going to ship our van. It's only costing us like $1,400 to ship our van over there. It goes on like a big cargo ship, and so I think that's kind of cool. So we'll land in London, and we'll pick up our van from the port near London in Southampton, and we will be off on our adventure. I'm so excited.
Okay.
And when people have said, when are we going? We are going in February.
Oh, actually, when are you going?
Oh, yeah. We are going in February. So, I mean, who knows? We might go a little early. I don't know. But our plan is February.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
But as you know,
I said,
plans change.
What do you guys think? I said to Jake, why don't we surprise the kids and go to like an island or somewhere warm
for Christmas?
I don't know.
That's not a
we'll see if
guarantee,
that's in the budget. We do have a budget. Like, we're not just you have to have a budget. Go willy-nilly. We have a budget for sure. So we'll see if that's...
You said willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly, yeah. We have done big Christmases with lots of gifts, but the past couple of Christmases, we've done experiences over gifts. And so this would be our Christmas gift, would be like going somewhere warm or going to an island as like the start of our trip.
Okay, next question. Will you be vlogging your adventure? Yes.
Yes.
100%.
We are
absolutely.
vlogging. I think we can share. I mean, we'll be sharing most of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. We will be, we on our YouTube channel will be sharing most of our travels. Basically everything.
The goal is to put out 2 vlogs a week, 100% 1 vlog a week, maybe even more. Who knows? I mean, it all depends because we have to get some sort of method to the madness for editing and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. So we will be sharing on our Instagram
100%.
and YouTube. We'll be sharing it all. And like, let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see all of the moments, even when the babies are upset, even when the kids are being sassy? Like, do you want to see the real craziness?
The nitty-gritty.
The real craziness of how we do things? Or do you want to see more kind of like the aesthetic like nicely packaged version of things. Because
Do you want longer vlogs or shorter
yeah,
vlogs?
because of course it's going to be crazy. I mean, it's just going to be insane. Like the logistics of it are crazy. And I know that that's something that people are definitely interested in.
Yeah.
The logistics of like how we're going to make it work. And
We're interested too.
yeah, but I've really thought it out. Like I've just like thought of every
but
little thing.
how it's going to go.
Yeah.
And not,
So.
yeah, no, she's 100% detail oriented and has scheduled everything to a
Yeah.
T. And, you know, I'll be there.
Yeah.
How will you manage the quads and their schedules?
So we have never really had super strict schedules with any of our kids. Honestly, we kind of like go as when they were babies, we definitely did. We had like a strict schedule with when they needed to eat, when they were changed, when they slept. But as our kids get older, we don't have like super strict schedules, and we notice that kind of like works better for our children. Some of our kids do better with schedule, and so those kids we will try to keep on their schedule as much as possible.
Yeah.
However, most of our kids are really kind of go with the flow. Don't get me wrong, they aren't all like very easy, like, oh, so totally go with the flow. But they can adapt well. And so, yeah, I think they'll be totally fine.
I mean, as far as the quads, yeah, I mean, sometimes they take a nap, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they wake up super early, sometimes they don't. I mean,
Yeah.
It really just depends if they're tired, if they're not. I mean, it's really up to... Okay, so apparently the camera can only record for like a half an hour or something like
Yeah.
that. But anyway, yeah, so they're not always on a set schedule. So, you know, we should be good.
Yeah.
And honestly, the quadruplets are since their birth, they're used to noise and beeping and crying and
Yeah.
things of that nature.
It's not gonna be vacation. We are going to be living there. So we're gonna be staying in the Airbnbs. And so we will have rooms for everybody, and they'll be able to take naps, and we'll have the same sort of like eating schedule. So most things in their life are going to stay the same as far as their schedule
yeah.
and having their own like personal things and stuff like that. So
Why go now and not wait for the kids to be older?
yeah, so I guess that kind of comes back to what I just said, is that when they're older, they're going to have their own lives. They're going to have strong friendships. They're going to have friendships. They might have boyfriends or girlfriends. They're going to have their own activities and hobbies and things that they're doing. And so right now kind of is a really good time for us to go and be together as a family. But also, don't get me wrong, like if we love traveling and the kids are happy, who knows how long we'll do it for? You know, if everybody's happy and everybody is learning and getting what they need, everyone's needs are met. I mean, we might travel forever. Like you never know really. So,
Yeah.
But right now.
And whoever wants to join can join.
Yeah, we'll just all go together. But right now, I think is a good time, because even though our kids might not understand everything, you know, especially the babies, they're going to get all the benefits that we are going to get. Being together, bonding, experiencing new things. They're going to understand all of those emotions and all of those things.
Yeah, I think the main question was, are you concerned that the quads won't remember?
Yeah.
You know, they may remember most, some, none,
Yeah.
who knows, but what we do know is that they will soak it in. Their
Yeah.
minds are sponges, and to soak in that culture and meeting new people, different kinds of people,
Yeah.
different from us, you know, will be good no matter what for them.
Yeah. And we'll remember. Like,
And they'll have these to watch.
yeah. And we'll remember those things. Like, you know, it's even if they don't remember it.
Do you have to go?
What, is there any more questions?
That's pretty much it. The last one was, do you need a nanny? Need and want
Yeah.
are two. Actually, no, that's the same answer. But will we? No.
No. I think that like we've never had a nanny before. We're not going to start now. I mean, yeah, it's crazy, but we can do it ourselves. We've done everything ourselves, so.
Don't leave me hanging.
All right, guys, if you have any other questions, comment down below. We can answer them in the next few vlogs.
Yep.
I have been filming a lot. I have been filming like some fun things about our packing and just like getting prepared for the trip, and that will be
Passports and stuff like that.
yeah. Oh my gosh, the passports was insane. I had no idea it would cost so much to get passport. It cost us like $2,000 to get passports. So stay tuned. So stay tuned for the next few vlogs because it's going to show a lot of details about our trip, and we'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts. I mean, we are pretty open books. Don't be nasty though, guys. Like, there's no reason to be nasty just because what we're doing is different from what you would do. Open your minds and, you know, don't be so stuck on.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, enjoy our ride. If you think we're crazy, at least enjoy watching us and at least enjoy watching the chaos. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next vlog.
Toodaloo.